Speaking of campuses, there's some major news and some swirling news around one of America's most powerful institutions, Harvard. Harvard University is, of course, America's most famous university. They have an admission rate of 3.2%. But Harvard is a lot more than just a prestigious school. They are really one of the most powerful institutions in America. Harvard's endowment currently sits at $53 billion. Its annual budget is $63 billion, $6.3 billion. Democrat administrators staff themselves with faculty and administrators and alumni of Harvard. Elena Kagan, the most formidable liberal Supreme Court justice, was dean of Harvard Law School. Ron Klain, Biden's chief of staff, is a Harvard man. Rachel Levine, remember Rachel Levine? Harvard. So was Pete Buttigieg. Harvard has international pull. They've educated the leaders of many other nations. When Russia became capitalist in the 1990s, Harvard was brought in to oversee much of it. And the fact that it went so badly means that many people in Russia see Harvard as essentially having looted their country. So yes, our current quasi-war with Russia may have been brought to you by Harvard. Harvard has a huge amount of power to set the zeitgeist for American academia as a whole. They are far, far more than a school, and they know it. Last week, the Trump administration sent Harvard a letter. It was a long letter with a variety of requests made of Harvard, asking if it wants to keep on receiving taxpayer money. The most important of these requests was that Harvard has merit-based hiring and admissions without discriminating based on race. Now, let me just take a pause. We send billions of dollars to Harvard. Harvard has a $50 billion endowment, which is larger than some countries. Why are we still financing Harvard? Why are we still giving taxpayer money to Harvard? We know that thanks to the 2023 Students for Fair Admissions Supreme Court case, that Harvard has practiced egregious racial discrimination for decades. They discriminate against Asians and white people, especially white people from undistinguished backgrounds. The Supreme Court told them to stop this, that it's racism, and that it's illegal. In its letter, the Trump administration told Harvard to obey the court or lose taxpayer funding. Harvard delivered their reply yesterday. No, we will not obey. Their attitude is this: we dare you to stop us. We're Harvard. You would not dare. Well, Trump is daring it. He's already canceled $2 billion in federal grants to Harvard. Now, some judge is going to try to enjoin that. President Trump should and could declare Harvard in violation of the federal civil rights law and cut off all federal funding to the school, which, of course, they are in violation of federal civil rights laws. We need that option to be on the table and ready to be used. Colleges did more than anywhere else to mainstream the idea that it was okay to racially discriminate against white people. In flagrant violation of written federal law and the text of our Constitution, they pushed the idea that this discrimination was good. So it was okay. That good discrimination is fine, but bad discrimination, not so fine. It's time to destroy this myth, utterly and completely. And if we can blow up some of the fattened up far left institutions along the way, so much the better. Harvard University, as we know, is one of the most influential institutions on the planet. To give an idea of how far to the left it actually is, in 2021, a survey was done of faculty from Harvard University. 96% of faculty at Harvard University, 96% who gave political donations, gave to Democrat candidates. Harvard University has a $50 billion endowment. They have a tax-exempt status. They get money for research grants. Why is it, as a country which is $35 trillion in debt, we continue to finance universities that hate us? And what good actually is Harvard University going to keep on doing with our taxpayer funding? The garbage and the nonsense that is being spewed out of Harvard, out of Princeton, out of Yale, out of Brown University, out of Cornell is noticeable and it's remarkable. And they say, oh, we're a place for rigorous debate and dialogue. Hey, Harvard, I'm about to tweet this. I've been trying to speak at Harvard for years, constantly rejected by the administration. I'm going to be in Boston in a couple weeks. Will you let me come speak at Harvard? Are you going to let me film it? Are you going to let me publicize it? Because these Ivy Leagues don't, when you go do a speech at Harvard, they might let you in a small little cubby classroom like at Brown, but you can't film it because it might embarrass the students online to show they don't actually know anything. Our favorite school, Hillsdale, has to refuse all federal dollars to carry out their mission. So why can't Harvard? If Hillsdale College, which is a great partner of this program, charlieforhillsdale.com, can be a beast without a single dollar of federal money, why does Harvard need federal money? It's really worth asking, has Harvard just become a Democrat think tank? And if they are, why are they taxpayer-funded entity?